from the Rory and Moore podcast brought up an interesting point, something that we've had a discussion about behind the scenes a few times. He basically said he doesn't do a lot of promotion for the podcast. He don't post, he don't talk about it. And his reasoning behind it was, he said, there's no point in promoting the podcast because people don't care or they're going to hate.
I think he already don't care about his podcast, one. And two, Joe was saying something about, you know, how he uploads his videos and stuff and they wasn't promoting or doing anything. So if you don't put in the work, you're not going to get any results. You show that you don't care about your podcast by not promoting it, or at least trying to share or get it out there. Mm-hmm. You get what you put in, and I feel like he ain't putting in nothing.
I actually agree with what he's saying. They have the luxury where they might not have to do that because they're established. Like, people who listen to podcasts a lot might know who Rory and Moore are because they came from Joe Budden's show. So they might not have to do that. But for the average person, you do have to do it. But I think his point about people either not caring or hating is 98% true. I gather that's how most people approach it when you post that. That's how people think in general. You know, he just doesn't have to do that. So let me break this down. So as a creator, right, I get different access to who likes what you see, yada, 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 for the podcast and the material and what I promote and all of that, right? So I be looking at it. I do pay attention. I might not spend much time on Facebook and social media, but if I take the time to produce a video or a clip, best believe I'm going to take the time to at least see who looked at it, who whatever. Yeah. Nobody owes you nothing. That's the true thing, right? But at the end of the day, you shouldn't get hate from nobody that knows you or with you. Like, in an ideal world, you shouldn't. But that's how it is. Yeah, most people either don't care, like he said, or they just want to hate, or they following to see if you fail.
That part too. I understand what you're saying.
I think it's only true when it applies only to your podcast. And like you said, like, if you're established, he probably don't need to do that because they probably got money, they probably got all that stuff. But as you said again, as the average podcaster, they need to put in out how you expect to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If that's going to be your livelihood. As
somebody that's starting out, that's 100% factual. And the crazy thing is, it doesn't take that much. If you don't like what somebody's putting out, because people could put out some trash. I'm not going to lie. I had somebody I know give me their podcast, and it was trash.
Trash!
However, though, when I seen them post, I could at least drop that like. That's not that difficult. Some people don't want to do that. But I see who does and don't, and I want to specifically shout out those who do, because I see certain people like my friend Black, even somebody I used to work with, Moya. Every time I post something, they drop likes. Even if you never listen to the episode, something that simple is appreciated. Yeah. But then you got people who follow you or you know in a long time that won't even do something that simple. All I post is the podcast. You're not going to see nothing else. So people follow you for two reasons. Either they with what you're doing, or they silently watching just to hate. You know what I mean? That's all I'm posting. So if you're not liking it, you only following to hate. And I realize that now. We had this conversation back and forth so many times with G's, because we used to get on him. For y'all who don't know the running joke, G's is terrible at promoting the pod and doing social media. But he does push it on Facebook, because he do be on Facebook. That's his platform. And he'll post stuff, and I'll go look at it, and it'll have like 1 to 2 likes, and then I'll like it. And it's like these same people you call your brothers and all this shit, and they can't even drop you a simple like on what you're doing. And that's not for me to tell somebody who's your friend and who's not. Even me, I had to learn as I grew up and understand things like there's a difference between friends, brothers, and associates, and people that's for the moment and people that's for you. So when I see that, those people ain't for you. I know who supports us, who's watching, and who likes it, and who's just watching to hate.
Haters do make you famous.
Well, they still got to look at it to see what it is that you post anyway, so you still going to give me that view anyway.
Exactly.
I always operated better off of hate than love anyway, but just saying, it's crazy when you got predominant love and it's from strangers. Although, I'm not surprised. A while ago, Rick Ross put up a post.
When I go to these young niggas' pages and I only see 1 like after 8 minutes, all that tell me is everybody you growed up with, they see it and they go by. They don't hit that button. Why don't they hit that button? Is it because of the things they've said amongst others, and they don't want to seem flaw liking or supporting what you got going on, 80% of the time when I see my people, I ain't even listening to that shit. I like it. If that's my partner, if that's my homie, and if that's what he on, I'm with it too.
When I saw it, I was like, yo, it's crazy what he's saying, because that's what I've been saying, and that's what G's was saying when we had the conversation about the hardest part of podcasting. So he understands it. The only difference with between me and G's is that he kind of just charges it to the game, and I'd be like, nah, f them. I see it, and we ain't peoples like that. Straight up.
Nah, there definitely are haters out there, and it's sick. If you ain't gonna like anything I post, then why you even my friend online in the first place? Why you even follow me? When they see you, it's all that fake, oh yeah, what's up? Oh, that's cool, that's what's up. You don't mean that.
Just to watch you.
With you in the head for you to be doing that.
That's that crab mentality.
Yeah, that's a fact, video dude. That is an absolute fact. I never had that mentality, so it was hard for me to think that way. But I had to start realizing that, you got to judge people for their actions. And I've heard certain phrases, certain comments, and I just brush it aside. Like, it is what it is. I'm still going to do my thing. I realize it for what it is.
I don't think I ever had a friend that I didn't support, whatever it is that they wanted to do. But I hardly had a friend that really supported anything that I wanted to do. And that's crazy.
That's a different kind of love.
All y'all haters, just know that at Mims, we laughing at y'all clown ass.
Yeah, right? Hit the Kawhi laugh. So it don't matter, but I see Maul's point. Yeah, people don't care and they're going to hate. But he has the luxury of not having to do that. Unfortunately, you doing something and you start from the bottom, you have to do it. However much time I spend on doing something, whether it gets 1 like or it gets 1 million likes, it can't change up what I do. Because God forbid, if I ran this shit off of the feedback or the energy I got from the people who I thought, would fuck with me, this shit would have been over after episode 3. But thanks to the fans and the people who do like it, who come across it and fuck with it, and we building.
Shout out to everybody that likes the comments too.
Yeah, all of the comments, even the ones that are going against what we saying.
Took time out of your day to hate on it.
I feel him on that point and Rick Ross's point. The young boys just won't get those likes. They will drop the like on shorty with the fat ass or in the bikini or the bathing suit or the random guy they don't know driving a Lambo that's probably rented. They will like that shit, but they won't drop a like on their homie who's grinding in the hood, doing whatever he's doing. Whether he's selling T-shirts, whatever it is, they'll show you hate before they show you love.
Support your local hustle, man.
What's happening, Chief? What's happening, Chief? What's up? You know my sales slogan. You want it, I got it. If I ain't got it, get it. So get it while the getting's good.
All right.
Let's make some cash.
Yeah. If
Let's make some cash.
if only video dude put it best, that crab in a barrel mentality. But listen, the people who like it and love it, we appreciate y'all, and the people who hate it, I appreciate y'all too.
Yo, it's your boy Ronnie G's, the Make It Make Sense podcast. Like, subscribe, share. We appreciate all your comments and your responses and all your questions. You already know what it is. Boom, 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 boom.